Well, very inspiring conversations indeed, and I hope that you do gain strength from understanding and knowing that there is a community out there ready to support you, whatever you might be going through. But right now, it is time for us to take on the morning with vigor, with energy, enthusiasm, and enjoyment, and get our bodies moving a little bit. Now, of course, exercises are for lower back pain, which is what we're focusing on this morning. Now, they can help to strengthen your back, but not just that, also your core, your stomach, and your leg muscles as well. And they ultimately then help to also support your spine, relieving back pain. And then, but depending on the cause and intensity of your pain, some exercises may not be recommended for you, so do be careful. But here to take us through some of these exercises is fitness coach Calvin Valentino. Good to see you, my brother. How are you?
How's it? I'm good.
Very good, very good. Looking forward to stretching it out, getting those exercises in. I think, yeah, I'm one of those people where my lower back isn't as strong as it should be. And I can feel it usually when I'm planking, where I'm doing those core intensive exercises. A lot of the strain gets shifted over into the back, and you feel that burn there. So this is right up my alley.
Okay, cool. So in this segment, to start off with, we'll focus on strengthening the lower back, and a little bit later, we'll focus on stretching and twisting out the lower back.
Lovely.
So the first exercise is really basic for strengthening the lower back, and it's a basic squat.
A basic squat.
We're gonna have to turn a little bit at this angle to the camera here. So we're gonna sit back. We're not gonna let the knees go over the ankles there for me. You're gonna lift up your heart there for me. And you're gonna give me a small tuck underneath your tailbone, then you're gonna sit back. And the more you hinge at the hips, the more you feel a little bit of a stretch in your lower back here, just above the glute there, glute medius. And then we're gonna come up and squeeze the glute there. And you wanna tuck in your belly button, squeeze the glute and sit back.
And is that what you should be maintaining throughout the movement?
The key is what you should be maintaining is a straight spine. So if you look from my angle here, if you wanna know how you can straighten your spine, you can push your tailbone out, then you can tuck it under, and then I want you to place your tailbone in the middle of those two extremes. So push it out, almost like you're twerking, and then bring it in, and then push it out, and then keep it in the center of those two movements.
You kind of feel where that middle ground is.
Yeah, it's more comfortable, it's less strain on the lower back, but you're stretching out through the glutes there. So this is a great one. A tip often is if you really tighten the quad, really tighten the glutes or lower back, sometimes the knees will go forward and the weight will go into the forefoot. So keep your heels grounded, hinge in the hips, and then focus on straightening out the spine by, once again, tucking under, pushing back, and then finding the center between those two movements, keeping the spine nice and straight. So that's a nice one, especially when you have a barbell on your shoulders. When you're doing those squats, you want to maintain, and you don't want to lean into one side more than the other side, which is often where back pain comes from. So maybe you're strong in your right leg, so when you do your squats, you lean more into your right side.
Try and maintain
stick away from the left side. So you have to maintain that center. A way you can kind of try to see which is your weaker side is just by lifting one leg, maybe the right leg, and then put it down. Lifting the left leg and see which side takes a little bit more effort and which side the hip lifts up more.
Okay.
The side where the hip lifts up more, the shoulders lean a bit more, that's the side you need to stabilize and strengthen.
So I think by that, I think my left leg is my strongest, which is usually, that makes it.
That's a cool way. We can move on to the next exercise. We're going to be on our hands and knees. This is a nice one here. You can use weights for this one. We're going to extend the right hand forward, left leg back. We're going to keep that back nice and strong, nice and flat. Belly button in. We're not going to lift up that left hip, so we're going to leave the left hip, bring it down in line with the right hip. So you're kind of squeezing, rolling the inner thighs together there for me. Shoulders next to one another here as well. You can keep a dumbbell in your right hand if you have one at home.
Ooh.
There we go, core. This is a nice core strengthener. As you know, a good way to get rid of some of your back pain is to strengthen your core. And then you do the other side. The more you strengthen the core, the more support your back has, especially the lower back there. And then we can bring it down. So that's a nice, easy one if you want to do it with body weight. If you want to take it one step further and really work on having a nice flat back here, you lift up the knees and then you straighten out.
Oh, there we go.
Now we're talking.
Hello.
So keeping those hips next to one another and shoulders. Let's do the other side.
All right.
Let's see which side is weaker.
While we carry on strengthening our lower backs, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back.
And release.
On your good breakfast. Oh, that's it. Whoa. I felt that one.